Hey guys, the concept of this video is I just spent a bunch of money on groceries for a video and have plans of spending more money on special groceries for upcoming videos. So in the in-between time, we're gonna do a little challenge where I force myself to go as long as possible without buying groceries so that I use up what I already have to save money, but also to make room to free up space in the kitchen because I had a lot of stuff in the pantry and I had a lot of stuff in the freezer that I wasn't really getting to, you know, because I wasn't being forced to. That's basically what this video is, just me forcing myself to get a little creative and make decent meals out of what I already have. And then there's also a grocery haul later in the video when I finally did need to get groceries. So first for this video, we're going to make an apple cinnamon smoothie using up the end of the bag of frozen banana that I had and the end of a bag of frozen green apple that I had. Also, these are some coconut cubes, which is just canned coconut milk leftovers that I froze in an ice tray to make easier for cooking and smoothies and such. I used to not like the idea of apple in a smoothie because I felt like it would make the smoothie gritty, but I have since learned ways to combat that. Basically just using a lot of frozen ingredients and also creamy ingredients to make the consistency better. I only put water in my smoothies, but like in this smoothie, for example, I added cashew butter, the coconut milk ice cubes, and also the oat flour. So that makes for like a very creamy, like coconut oat cashew milk smoothie. Also the apple is frozen, the bananas are frozen. I add ice, frozen coconut milk, you know, so all of that makes for a nice smoothie consistency, not a nothing gritty here. I really like it. I also like to add greens to a lot of my smoothies, but I think it's fun here to make it look more like a green apple smoothie. You know, sometimes you just have a little fun in life. Appreciate the small things, you know? So now we're gonna get very unaesthetic and use up this canned chickpea dish that I had that I'd literally been saving for like a special time. You know, I was excited to open up my little can of seasoned chickpeas, or I don't even know what they were. I got them at Grocery Outlet and now I see why they were at Grocery Outlet, because they were not good. They tasted extremely canned, if you know what I mean. So here I added some leftover red onion that I had in the fridge. I ripped it up with my bare hands and I put some olive oil and some frozen garlic that I had, some tomato paste, I added kale. I also added some frozen lemon cubes in my video that I posted in January where I was like prepping produce and stuff. I froze some cubes of lemon juice so that when I don't have any fresh lemons but I want to add some lemon to something, I can. And I think the lemon helped a lot to add a little brightness and like a freshness of some sort, you know what I mean? I also added some nutritional yeast and ate it with some toasted buttered bread. Just dipped it like that, and that ended up being a enjoyable meal. Obviously very much better than what it tasted like out the can. We are going to recreate a smoothie that I made yesterday. That was good, but I want to make it better. I don't have any milk though. Well, we'll try it without milk. Okay, I am out of bananas, and I was yesterday, and I was thinking I was gonna end up with a subpar smoothie because of it, but no. These are my frozen orange slices from my last video. I did overfill the bag a little, so they are like kind of frozen together, but it's not that bad. But yeah, I probably should have cut them up and froze them in chunks because the blender did need a little help. Okay, we're putting like a whole orange worth in there. And then we're gonna put some coconut cubes. I'm gonna put 4. I'm gonna put 5. 4? Is this 4? I'm gonna put 4. Yeah, let's just finish it. So it's like an oranges and cream smoothie, and it was good yesterday, but I wanted more orange flavor, so I'm gonna put, would the zest be good? I'm gonna put a cube with some zest and juice in it, and then also a cube with juice, just juice. I'm gonna also put a little bit of frozen lemon juice too, for like a little more tart. I just warmed up some water in here. It's not like boiling or anything, I just warmed it up. Yesterday I had a hard time blending this, so maybe I should just blend it a little bit now to like get it started with the warm water and then add the rest of it. Because I don't really want to mix the warm water with like the protein powder, if that makes sense. That just seems wrong. Okay, I think that's good. Just farting. Oh, it smells so orangey. Some protein powder. But I think this also like helped to make it more like oranges and cream because of the vanilla flavor. I'm gonna put a little oat flour and cashew butter. I'm gonna add more water. I fear I watered it down too much. It smells really good though. Oh my gosh. It's so good. And no banana. Not to hate on banana, but you know. It's really good and it really tastes like oranges and cream. I'm so glad I forced myself to make different kinds of smoothies. If I was just making this a treat, I would take out the protein powder and I would put oat milk, no oat flour, and then it'd be even more delicious, but this is really good. I just rinsed the blender out and now we're gonna make some oat milk because that's what I'm trying to do right now as to save money because I have these oats. I always just try to have oats because it's a good thing. You know, you could do so many things with oats, but like I'm just not eating them and oat milk is pretty easy to make, so I'm like, I'm just gonna make oat milk for now, for the foreseeable future. I just made like a small amount and finished it and it was pretty good. It was definitely nothing special, but it was good enough, you know? But I had some trouble because I put it through cheesecloth and it went through really easily, but then like the cheesecloth was a nightmare to clean. I don't know, I'm gonna try without the cheesecloth today and see how much I can strain out with just my sieve. Also, I don't know how much to put because I keep seeing people do completely different ratios. So I just don't know, but I think it's better to do like a smaller amount and then you can always add water, you know? But right now I'm gonna try a cup. A cup to 3 cups. Yeah, let's just try it. The last time I did a half cup to 3 cups, I think, so. 1, 2. This is really so good. It's delicious. I used to not really want to put orange slices in my smoothies because I thought it would end up, all the white stuff would be too gross, you know? But I think as long as you use a lot of frozen stuff and if it's still like kind of textured, add some ice. A small pinch of salt. A little bit of agave. Okay, I did 60 seconds at the medium level for a Vitamix, which is... I also have this. I don't really know where this came from. What the heck, I have this. Will it even go through that though? Let's find out. Oh my gosh, it like fits over this. What the hell's wrong with me? Hey, what the heck? I didn't know we had that thing. It's gonna be kind of slow though. And I heard that you shouldn't really like squeeze the bag. You shouldn't really like, you know, push it too much. Just pour it through the sieve and don't like mess with it, you know? Because the more you mess with it, the more like slimy it gets. But this is pretty slow. So like it's already pretty like clogged. So I'm wondering if maybe I should put it through this first and then do that. Maybe that would be good. This could get the bigger chunks out. Oh yeah, that got a lot out. Okay, I think I found my method. Yeah, so... Look at that bubble. What the hell? It's the oat titty. It's the oat nipple. Like, you can tell there's still like a lot of particles, but less. I'm just gonna dump this through this, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna rinse this out. It's still pretty slow though. Like it just stops and like barely drips through, like so slow. No, I don't know. I don't want to mess it up. It's just not even like moving. Okay, I'm just gonna do the cheesecloth. The cheesecloth, it went through it so fast. You see that? A continuous flow. I feel like for all this work, I'm gonna get like so little oat milk. Right now, I don't even have 2 cups yet. I don't know, I made some mistakes today. Okay, I'm just gonna stop. I don't know. But it's literally 2 cups. 2 cups. Like, it just doesn't taste like... What do they put in the store-bought ones? I put a little more agave and I put some vanilla. Now let's try it. Again. It actually does taste better. Watered down a little, which is interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I wondered if I should like try toasting the oats or something. But whatever, we're gonna make a matcha. I know like store-bought oat milks, they have like they have oil in them. A lot of them have like sunflower oil or whatever. I was like, should I try doing that? But like, I don't know if it's a special process. Like I'm a little, it just feels really wrong to just put obviously like some oil, some like vegetable oil in the blender. Usually when people are trying to make their oat milk at home, they're like, you know, health freaks, which no hate, but just saying, usually it's because they're like, I want to know exactly what's going in my oat milk. I don't want to buy the store-bought oat milks because they have all these gums and blah blah blah, you know. So like, I'm not doing it for that reason. I don't care about the gums. I don't care. I love gum, you know, but it's because of I'm trying to not be spending $4 on my oat milk. Also, it's just good to like make things from scratch sometimes, to know things and whatever. Yeah, because the other day when I made a matcha latte with my homemade oat milk, you could just tell that it was homemade oat milk, you know, like you could just tell that it tasted healthy, which is kind of cool, you know. That's kind of cool. January vibes. But it was just like, I just would like to know how to make the oat milk at home. Homemade oat milk. You know the crab likes money. You know the sponge likes fun. I can't. I gotta get off the internet. It's good, but it just tastes like not as creamy as it should, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna work on trying to make it a little bit creamier. Like, it's creamy enough, but for how much milk I put in here, it should be creamier, you know? If I don't compare it, it's better. And I think I am getting a little bit of the sliminess, but it's not too bad. So I desperately need to make chickpea salad because I have the ingredients they need to be used. I got chickpeas, because then I can use my pickled onions and pickled green beans in it. I have some dill that is miraculously not bad yet, so I can use that. Mayonnaise, mustard. I'll also use some pickled pickle, some pickles, some pickled cucumber. I really need to change the water, so hopefully these are okay. But I have some celery that's been in this cup. I was gonna go to the grocery store today. Like I was like, oh, I really have to go now. Like finally, like I have to go. Cause every day, like when I'm doing this, like trying to avoid going to the grocery store until it's absolutely necessary. Each day I'm like, okay, what about today? Like, will I have 3 meals today? That sounds really sad. It's not like that. Yesterday I was like, okay, so tomorrow, like, will I have 3 meals to make? And I'm talking like decent meals. Like obviously I could find something to eat, but like a decent meal, like a fruit and a vegetable, you know? And I was like, no, I think I finally have to go to the store. But then I was like, no, because I thought I needed like blueberries and bananas to make a smoothie. But then I was like, well, no, because I made that oranges and cream smoothie with just oranges as my fruit. And that was really good. Like I didn't even need banana or whatever. And then I was like, I don't have any vegetables for like making dinner or lunch. And I was like, no, because I can finally make this freaking chickpea salad. I can use the celery, I can use my pickled veggies, and then I have a small slice of tomato somewhere in the fridge that hopefully is still good. Chickpeas. It's about 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise per cup of chickpeas. I mean, can of chickpeas. It looks like a lot of mayonnaise, but I'm gonna add a lot of stuff to it. Okay, paprika, pepper, some of these freeze-dried chives that I have. Frozen garlic. Break off some. Oh, it's sticky. It's getting sticky. I'm just putting all the like condiments and stuff in now so they mix into the chickpeas. Mustard. Love hot sauce in my chickpea salad. I have not made this in actually so long. Celery. Now I'm gonna do pickled veggies. See, I was like, I don't have any vegetables. Psych, I have pickled vegetables, and those are pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna chop them like those Italian sandwich videos. We need the dill. Oh, you know what? You know what? My bad. It is bad. Honestly, I could just grab some dill from the freaking pickle. Can I not? There's a lot of dill in this one. Why is the lighting gotta be like this, guys? I don't have crackers, but I have pretzel. Maybe a little too mayonnaise-y. It's very pickly and it's spicy. It's like pickled chickpea. Pickle pea Chalamet. Okay, girlies, we're gonna make a sandwich. And then, like I said, I have some tomato. Is this still good? I need to freeze some of this. It's so much kale. It's starting to smell a little. I'm gonna crush it up. I was gonna put it down first, but I think maybe it'd be good if I put down some chickpea for glue. Everything is glue. You guys remember that Jenna Marbles video? And then throw down my kale. And yeah, that's a lot of kale. You know I had to do it to them. Shigby Chalamet. I'm so sorry. Loaded tomato on there. Ah. Okay. It's a sandwich that I'm gonna have right now. Very crunchy, acidic, and fresh. I have my oat milk pulp, which is it's actually quite liquidy because I didn't want to take all this liquid because it'd be like slimy, so I just threw it all together. I saw someone say to add it to your pancake batter. So I have this, which I love a lot, and I have this, which I also love a lot, and I don't know what to have for dinner. So I thought, let's just have a little waffle moment. I'm just gonna go based off of, you know, what's it called? Vibes. No, I'm gonna add some water to this. Stir it. Yeah, this stuff is so nasty because it's so slimy, so like, pancake batter seems like a good thing to use it for, you know? It smells like oatmeal. I might want to put a little extra baking soda. I want to look at it. Whoa. It doesn't look that good. Okay, I'm gonna put some more mix in here. Oh, look at that clump. Girl, look at that clump. Girl, look at that clump. Girl, look at that clump. I undermixed. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. Some more of this. Oops. Some water. Hold on, are you done yet? Oh, what the heck? Okay, it's a little thin. I'm gonna add more next time. It's so strange. I kind of just want to move on. Get out. Get out! It's strange. But it looks kind of cooked. I mean, it just looks like oaty. It looks oatmeal-y. It's very like wet inside, but it's kind of good. It's like fried oatmeal. Whoa, I think that looks good. It's still pretty like wet though. I'm wondering if I want to put more mix or just keep going. Now it's definitely more like a waffle, but it has like a graininess to it. It reminds me of something, but I don't know what. They got progressively more waffle-like as I went, because I cooked them longer and longer, and they were better after I added like more batter, obviously. I guess I got 5 waffles out of it, but the first one was not much at all. So yeah, they're waffles. I'm gonna put the softer ones away for tomorrow because I could pop them in the air fryer or the toaster to make them more crisp. And then right now I'm gonna eat the most fresh ones. They're not as crispy as normal because they have so much moisture in them. That's also my bad because my oat pulp was so wet, you know? Well, I guess I'll just brush this butter on them. And I'm gonna put some cinnamon. Syrup. I love how I'm using real maple syrup in like a budget video, but these are actually those pull apart waffles, so I really could have just like pulled them apart. I can't eat this while like standing. They're pretty good. They taste like a healthier waffle, like a multi-grain kind of waffle or something. I just want to show that I am going to dump this whole bag of kale into this bowl. I'm gonna separate it out. I'm gonna freeze half of my kale and pick out the bad pieces and then put the fresh ones in here. And then I'm also gonna go through my spinach and get out any nasty ones. I hate greens in bags. I hate them in bags. I feel like they go bad so much worse and you can't like see everything, you know? Because I like to use kale for fresh stuff sometimes, like in sandwiches, and then I want frozen kale for like cooking or I guess smoothies, although I don't prefer kale in smoothies. Okay, I just finished. This is all that I'm throwing away. It looks like more than it actually is. It's not that much, but it was a huge bag from Grocery Outlet, so that's why it's kind of went bad a little bit fast. I tried to pick out the bigger pieces and the pieces that looked better, you know, for staying fresh in this container, and I put some paper towels in there. This is like the smaller pieces or anything that was kind of looked like it might start going bad faster, and I like ripped them up into little pieces to freeze so I can just kind of like sprinkle them into stuff. So these are for cooking and smoothies, and then these are for anything that I want to keep them fresh for, like sandwiches. Anytime you want them to be like crunchy, you know, or if I happen to make some sort of salad or something, which I probably won't, but they should stay good longer now that they're like separated. So yeah, now I have greens rich. Okay, on to the next dinner that I had during this period of time. Edamame with grilled cheese. This is actually something that I make sometimes when I am craving a grilled cheese, but I want like an actual more well-rounded meal. I know like I could put some protein in the sandwich, but I don't want that. You see, I want a grilled cheese. And then I also like to have frozen edamame in the house because it's an easy side or snack or whatever that you can just microwave. So I just started doing this. When I want a grilled cheese, I'm like, I'm just gonna have edamame on the side, and then it's a nice little meal, and it's very snacky. It's kind of girl dinner-esque. I had to buy different cheeses for the viral foods videos, so I just kind of had a bunch of cheese. So I'm actually kind of using more vegan cheese in this video than usual, which is kind of funny because it's supposed to be like a budget video. And I've discovered, because if you feel like edamame and grilled cheese don't go with each other, like they don't pair well, so this is the way that I've discovered to tie them into each other, is making a chili oil kimchi grilled cheese, and then I put the same chili oil on my edamame, so it feels like there's a kinship between them, you know? Also, I discovered that I really like kimchi grilled cheese. The kimchi and the chili oil, I feel like they add an extra like moisture to the sandwich that may make the cheese melt better, okay? Also, it's just like really flavorful and good. And on my edamame, I put the chili oil, I put sesame oil, and I put the Japanese barbecue sauce, and that's a really, really good combination. And I make the grilled cheese in the air fryer. It works really well for me. I might have microwaved it first a little bit though to make sure that the cheese gets started, you know, because it can just kind of like dry out in the air fryer, honestly. And this is sourdough from my aunt. Shout out my Aunt Tammy. It was really good sourdough and it made the most amazing grilled cheese. I had some leftover biscuits, like canned biscuits, and I need to use them, so I put 3 different combinations of the vegan cheese that I have around in them, because I don't know what to eat, okay? I want to do different combinations of things in them. I think this one I'm just going to do pepper and some pre-minced garlic, which I don't know if it's weird to put garlic like this in a biscuit, but I'm gonna do it, okay? Okay, garlic and pepper. I was obsessed with the kimchi chili oil grilled cheese I made the other day. That was so freaking good. So I'm gonna do more of that. Also, I think putting something wet in there helps the cheese like melt, you know? Just gonna spread that around. It'd be cool if I had green onion to throw in here. And then the last one, I was gonna maybe do hot sauce, but then I kind of have 2 spicy ones and I don't know if I want that. I'll just do a little. I'm gonna do a little hot sauce. Some dried chives. Sprinkle those on this one. Sure. Mushroom seasoning? I don't know. I'm feeling fun today. Paprika on the hot sauce one. And onion, garlic, garlic, garlic. Cheesy biscuits. And then I need something to go on the side for like protein. So I have some lentils. Throw some stuff in there. Make it like a little soup. I'm really enjoying my little lentil side dishes. It's not bad. And it's so easy. I'm just gonna put some like oil and seasonings in here. Greens. Okay, they kind of seem like they cooked weird. I just kept cooking them, but I think they're cooked. I mean, they're like brown. Okay, I don't even know which one's which. Okay, this looks like the one with cheddar and some hot sauce. It's good though. Chives and garlic. I like the garlic. And then the kimchi one. That's really good. The kimchi one is the most interesting. I would like to do it again. Maybe just a little bit of kimchi and then a little bit of garlic. Because I like the garlic in there and I like the kimchi. This is my little soup, my little lentil soup. It's actually very good. It came out really good. Chicken bouillon powder, some of my frozen lemon cubes, nutritional yeast. I also added some instant potatoes, mashed potato to make it thicker. And that's my meal. Woo! Okay, so I talked about the red lentil dishes like you guys know what I'm talking about. And I don't know if I made that up or if you guys actually do know what I'm talking about. So let me know if I did talk about them in a previous video. But basically, I had a jar of red lentils in the pantry that I was not touching. You know, I just was not. I don't know why. I don't know why I just never would think to use them. But I had a limited amount of options for proteins in the house. Proteins in the house. So I had to use the red lentils and I really enjoyed them. I'm changed now. Now I'm like, I gotta go get more red lentils. Yeah, I ate them as like a little side dish often and that was nice. But then tonight, this night, I wanted to have pasta. So I thought, why don't I try to make a red lentil sauce, but without blending it? Because I know you can blend them into sauces. People do that all the time. But I thought, let's just see how it is without blending it, okay? We can spare a dish, spare a blender to clean. So I know this looks really weird, okay? It's coconut cubes, lemon cubes, vegan cheese, and kale. And I was just melting it all together. That was my sauce. Might have also added some garlic, probably, or something, maybe seasonings. So once that all melted together, it was a nice little creamy something or other. And then I added my pasta to it. I don't know why I stopped filming, you guys. I just don't know. Maybe I was hungry. Then I just started scooping the lentils in there after they were done cooking and like very soft, very smooth, you know? I just kept scooping the lentils in there and it was like they just melted into the sauce so well. You really don't have to blend it. If you want it to be super smooth, yes, of course. But like, I enjoyed it perfectly fine. Like I was like, what the? This has been an option for me all this time and I never made it. It was really good. So another thing that I was forced to eat during this period of time is these sweet potatoes that I had laying on the counter for the longest time that I just was not eating because every time I wanted to have them, I'd be like, I don't want to wait an hour though. So then I just wouldn't. I've seen a lot of posts of people being like, here's how to bake these sweet potatoes the Japanese way to make them super creamy and custardy and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I didn't exactly do that. I just felt too lazy and I just baked them the same way that I used to bake like the orange yams. Basically just baking it at 420 for about an hour or a little less if it's a smaller sweet potato. And then you just turn it off and leave it in the oven without opening the door for 30 minutes. So it steams in there. Oh, it's so good. And I mean, they were amazing to me. I thought they were delicious and I would just like sit there and nibble on it. And it was just like a wonderful little snack, but kind of a big snack. Grocery haul time. I only spent like this looks like it's my skin. I love Aldi because I only spent $32 and I got all this stuff. And these are heavy bags. Let's start with frozen stuff. I got frozen blueberries, which I really debated on because I could have gone longer without them, but berries are healthy. I feel like I've gone long enough. I've been forced to be creative enough. I got some green onions. Partially, I want them and I bought some ramen today, but also because I have more viral foods that I need to film and I want green onions for one thing. Frozen veggies for the ramen. I'm glad that I forced myself because that was part like my go-to quick and lazy meals is ramen. You know, ramen or like asha noodles, which are just like a healthier ramen noodle. And that's great to have those, you know, meals that you can just easily make so that you eat food. But I was becoming way too reliant on those foods and not utilizing the other things in the pantry that I have, you know? So this was good, okay? It's good to like force yourself sometimes. But now I'm like, I think I can allow myself ramen again. I got some onions. Aldi only sells them in like bags like this, so I was forced to get a pack of 8 onions. I just kind of wish you could buy like a pack of like mixed onions, you know? They never do that, but that would be really awesome if I could get like, I like to have like one of each kind of onion, you know? I don't really want like 24 onions, you know? So it'd be nice if they sold them in a pack with yellow, white, and purple or red onions. I got some soy milk for a viral food that I need to make, which is kind of funny. Like I'm like forcing myself to not buy oat milk, but then I buy soy milk. To be fair, it's pretty cheap at Aldi. Okay, second bag. I got these. I really debated between, they have asha noodles at Aldi, and I really was like, I kind of wanted to get both of them, but I didn't because I knew I'm trying to force myself, okay, to eat different things and to cook. I got a couple things for my dog. I also got these. Okay, I was really mad because part of the reason why I went to Aldi was because they always had those chocolate bars that are really cheap and they're vegan. It's just like dark chocolate, but it's actually really good chocolate in my opinion. They were out of all those this time. I was so mad. Like, they didn't even have like the boxes for them. It was just completely gone. So I got some of these Belgian dark chocolate chunks. They were only like $2.99 because I have to make another Dubai chocolate bar. I have more extra filling, a small zucchini. Most of what I got was produce because, you know, that's the challenges. Forcing myself to use what I have, but obviously like at a certain point you run out of produce and have to buy more. Look at how ginormous this cucumber is. Can you even like tell? I had to check the label like multiple times because I was like, it is per each, right? Like not per pound. Some bananas, baby carrots. I love having baby carrots for like snack on it. Also, after I eat something that gets stuck in my teeth, I like to have a carrot, and I feel like it kind of like cleans it out for me. Does anyone relate? Also, I like to give them to my dog. They didn't have any kinds of tomatoes other than small tomatoes. 4 different kinds, but not one Roma or beefsteak or heirloom tomato. So that was upsetting, but it's fine. I just wanted some tomatoes for like making sandwiches, like my chickpea salad sandwich. And that's it. But that is like a lot of stuff. The soy milk was only $2.59. Okay, so subtracting the dog food, I spent about $27 on all that. And the most expensive thing by far was the ramen at $6.79. But these are kind of huge. Like the bulldog ramens are very big. I could even rip it in half. I might try to spread these out. I forgot to read. These are supposed to be stir-fried ramen. Is bulldog always stir-fried? Oh, you know what? I didn't know that. I don't know, I don't usually buy these, okay? That's okay. We're just gonna do what we do because, I don't know, I had it in my mind that I was having a soup ramen, so I'm just gonna have a soup ramen, you know what I mean? I don't really think it matters. I'm not gonna use all the flavor packet anyways, it's probably too spicy for me. And I'm going to break it in half. Tofu. Feels like it's been forever. So long that I think I kind of put too much water in here. I'm gonna add some kimchi. It's been so long since I owned green onion. I'm cutting apart this part to put in to like boil with everything. And then the top will be the garnish. Actually, it's spicy. Woo! It's weird to be filming and sitting here. Why is it like everybody starts yelling when I start filming? Anyways, I'm gonna make a matcha latte with soy milk. I realized I don't know if I've ever had, at least not that I can remember, a matcha latte with soy milk. Both my little sieve things are dirty, so we're roughing it. I find that it's not a big deal. You just have to like whisk it a little more, you know? You have to put in a little more effort. And if anyone is wondering, why are you making matcha, like ceremonial matcha lattes in like a budget video? You know what? Because I had to buy matcha for making the cracking latte. I wanted to make a matcha cracking latte for my Viral Foods video, so I bought matcha for that. I think you're supposed to use it within like 30 days of opening. If not for that, I would be like trying to spread it out, and I would be like making more like other tea because I have a lot of other tea to use. But because I opened it, I'm like, I'd rather use it like at its best potential, right? So that's why I'm making matcha lattes even though I got no monies. Hopefully that makes sense. Also, yeah, this is just a good soy milk, so I want to try it. And I'm making it on the table because the rest of the kitchen is dirty. I made white chocolate, vegan white chocolate for the first time today. Yum. Am I right, ladies? Matcha. It's good. I like oat milk better, but it's good. I like it better than other milks. You know, why does everyone hate soy milk? What's the deal with that? Why is it like every coffee shop and boba shop or whatever, if they don't have oat milk, they just have almond milk or coconut milk? You know, it's like, especially for like teas, I feel like soy milk goes so well with tea. But oat milk is always the goat. Oat is the goat. They need to make an oat milk called the goat, but it's like G and then uppercase O-A-T. Okay, so during this time I got Chipotle and I wanted to show you how I eat Chipotle when I'm trying to save money. I get the bowl and I get a tortilla on the side and I make a little burrito with it. I feel like they give you more food total this way, you know? And then usually what I do with the leftovers is I scoop off any guacamole that I can and I put it in a different container with lime juice so it stays good. And then with the other stuff, I add some vegan cheese to it and I melt it. Here I'm doing it in my little oven thing. And then I would eat it with chips and it's like the best meal. But this time I didn't have any chips. So I thought, let's make like a salad or something. And it was definitely not as good. But, you know, it worked. Like I said, I saved the guacamole in a different container with some lime, but it was some frozen lime cubes that I had in the freezer, and I didn't realize how much lime juice it was. It was a lot of lime. So much lime juice. So it ended up being this like kind of watery lime avocado liquid. So I added some tahini to it and some olive oil. Well, cause then I was like, now it's like a lime avocado tahini sauce. Like that's pretty cool, right? It wasn't bad. It just was like, whatever, you know, I just was sad that I didn't have chips, honestly. Also, it would have been better if I had more beans. There was too much rice. I feel like Chipotle gives you too much rice. Or not too much rice, but the ratio of rice to beans is not right. And I guess I understand because most people are getting a meat also, so they don't want like a ton of beans, you know? But I'm like, can they give us more beans if we're not getting a meat? Like, I'll take more beans, you know? I guess you could ask for extra beans, but I don't know if I feel greedy doing that. I want to show you my chocolate. This is the old chocolate. This is the new chocolate. It is so good. I think it's mainly the thinner chocolate and the fact that I actually salted it in the bar this time, like the whole thing is salted, and the white chocolate being added, like delicious. The chocolate even came out really good. Listen, listen. Okay, so I put coconut milk in the filling because, oh my god, so good. Bruh. It's so decadent and good. I added coconut cream to the filling. My thought process was like the pistachio butter that most people were using was like a pistachio cream. It had milk in it, so obviously that's not vegan, so I just got regular pistachio butter. So I thought like, why don't I try to put some coconut cream in there, like from the can, you know? I wasn't thinking that like that would add moisture to it, like water content, you know? So that softened the crunchy stuff, and now it really just tastes like there's coconut in there now. You know, because you're getting the flavor from the coconut, and then this stuff kind of has like a consistency of like shredded coconut. I kind of like this, and I like the crunchy about the same. They're just different, you know? It does taste a lot more like rich now. But next time, if I wanted to make the filling more creamy, I wonder if I could just put coconut oil and coconut powder instead of coconut cream itself. If that makes sense, because that would keep it crunchy. On the white chocolate, the recipe I ended up used vegan shortening, but I replaced it with coconut oil and it turned out perfect. It was just cocoa butter, coconut oil, cashew butter, like a small amount of cashew butter, and then powdered sugar and vanilla and salt. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. Let me know what's something that you made when you were forced to get creative because you only had limited options of groceries. So you had to make, but you had to eat. So you made something and it was kind of creative because you were forced to be creative, and then was it good or was it bad? Let me know down in the comments below. Okay, bye.